Time now to look through the lens with veteran Republican photographers Dave Roback and Don Treeger. For this session, Dave and Don brought in some of their personal favorite photos from 2015. Don Treeger, Dave Roback, gentlemen, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here. We're going to look at some of your personal favorites, photographs you took in 2015. Don, I know we start off with one of yours, and I don't want to give it away, but the title is Center School Lizard, and a kiss for, was that the school principal? I remember seeing that picture, and it's kind of gets you right away, you know, if you're not a big amphibian fan.
That was the school principal,
Yeah.
and they had a contest with the kids to read so many books or pages or hours. I don't remember exactly what it was. And she promised she would kiss a lizard, so
God bless her.
the zoo brought in a lizard, and she did it in front of all the kids.
Ooh.
And I was standing right next to her, camera in one hand, shooting video with the other hand, and I got very lucky that the second I snapped, this lizard stuck its tongue right out and made a great picture.
You can see the forked tongue there, and her reaction is just great.
It was a once in almost a lifetime moment that
Yeah,
I was lucky enough to catch. I was thrilled with that one.
Let's take next one. I love as well. There's an animal theme here a little bit today. This next one, I don't want to give away the title, but I mean, Disc Dog. And folks, you got to take a minute and look at this one on your home screen. Pretty amazing. I mean, tell us what you got there.
Driving around the campus of UMass, I was there for an assignment, and I saw a guy playing Frisbee catch with his dog. So I made a lot of pictures of him and his dog. And we
that's a
talked,
good opportunity, right?
It's the dog. I've got pictures of the dog leaping through the air. It made for great pictures. Yeah. This picture, however, is cropped way down. Yeah. While editing the shoot, I saw in the dog's eye this reflection. And with the incredible resolution of the Nikons that we shoot, I was able to really blow it up and make that the center of the photograph. And to me, it just told the whole story.
That's really, is that the kind of thing, did you even notice that when you're taking it?
I had no idea that was in the picture until I came back and edited the whole shoot.
He puts it up on the screen, and it just makes you stop in your tracks.
And that happens once in a while. Does that mean you just go, wow?
Yeah.
I didn't even know I got that.
True.
Exactly. You get lucky sometimes. Again.
That's cool. You know, I got to say, you two guys have both been at this a while. I won't say how long, but I knew both of you when I was on the road for for ABC 40. It's a while ago. We're not going to say how long, but it's a while ago. There's more than luck to it. I mean, you get a second sense.
Sometimes you make your
own
own
what
luck.
you're looking for. Or, you know, you're driving around and there's something.
You can make your own luck.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Dave Roback, we got one of yours here now, and this is a fun. This cracked me up when I saw this in the paper. I got to tell you, because this is officially titled SSO, Springfield Symphony Orchestra Bartending. It was a fundraising event they had. That's Kevin Rhodes, Maestro Kevin Rhodes, in a picture of Maestro Kevin Rhodes, poking his head through, having some fun. And I mean, this is a guy we usually see, you know, in the white tie and tails, and you think of him as, you know, there's this very kind of formal maestro of the orchestra. He's a lot of fun when you get to spend some time with her or get to talk with him at all. And I mean, well, talk about that, how that all happened.
He does like to have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
This is one of those assignments that, you know, you kind of dread going into it because it's like a social circles and you got to get people, you know, commiserating and whatever. And they're selling raffle tickets, and the mayor's there. He's pouring beers. And then all of a sudden, I see this cutout. And Kevin Rhodes comes over, puts his face in the face of Kevin Rhodes. And it just made a wonderful, wonderful picture. It was out of the ordinary, you know, we normally take different pictures at these social circles. But this was different. And if it made you smile, all the better.
Did your job.
Yes.
Did what you wanted to do. Well, a lot of fun, and I can't imagine Kevin didn't get a kick out of that himself, because I mean he's a guy who kind of likes to, you know, poke his finger in
even
kind
if
of the
you see him on stage, he looks like he's having a lot of fun.
Yep, exactly. Let's see what we got coming up next year. Okay, this also Dave Roback photo. Is this from the Big E, but Imposter?
This is from the Big E.
Okay.
The job was actually to take a picture of the three imposters that roam around the Big E. This one happened to be, was it Robert De Niro? One of my favorite bands of all time is Southside Johnny, and on the right hand is Southside Johnny. So I got two birds with one stone. He introduced the band as Robert De Niro, and so it just made a wonderful, wonderful picture. I don't know if Southside actually knew what was going on there, but, you know, it's typical De Niro style.
Yeah, I mean, the guy that does De Niro is really very good.
Yes, he is.
He not only looks like him, but he's got it all down.
All three of those guys are great.
Yeah. I mean, Southside Johnny, what are the odds you'd ever get those two together that
Absolutely.
way? I love this picture. This is almost ballet. Dave, this is yours. This is UMass basketball player, if I'm not mistaken, it's Seth Berger, I think. Yeah, one of their forwards.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big guy. He's like 6'8". And he's flying through the air there with the greatest of ease.
It's one of those things where you hope you got the picture. You know, years of shooting film, you always had to wait till you get back, develop the film, look through the loop, and look on the light table to see it. With digital, it's a little bit quicker, but even during a basketball game, you don't review as much as you normally do. And it's the same thing as with Don's dog picture. You go back, you put it up on the screen and say, yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a very good basketball game. And it kind of showed because he missed the rebound, but, you know, flying through the air, it just made a nice picture, which is a little different than what we shoot.
But I mean, I'm going to show off a little just from talking to you guys in these segments. Look at the composition there. I mean, the way his arms, the angle they're at. There's one player to one side of him. There's the ball with another player just behind him. It's almost like it's rolling down his arm. I mean, you couldn't plan that better.
No, you can't. And like I said, Don said it before, sometimes we get lucky. You know, I will pray to Our Lady of Focus and Our Lady of Composition, and, you know, sometimes it all works out.
We got, I believe, to round out, yeah, there it is. I love that. This one I remember seeing, I went, oh, as everybody else did. I'm a dog guy. This looks a little bit like my dog. In fact, at home, Wet Pet. Set it up. How'd this happen? What was this?
This was a little private project. You know, in between assignments, we need to keep busy and work on photo galleries. So I decided one day I took my dog to the groomer and looked at all these wet dogs and said, this is going to make a nice photo gallery. So over the course of a couple of months, I went back to the groomer many, many times. And I shot photographs of the dogs getting wet and bathed, and then a picture of them all fluffy and dry. And they ran side by side. So you got the wet dog and the dry dog. And I think I made a great gallery. It just brought a lot of smiles to my house, at least. So it was fun.
I mean, you know, look at this little guy. I mean, you can just imagine you saying, what a revolting development this is. You know what? I'm supposed to smell like a dog. What's the problem?
I wish I could show you the after picture where he's all fluffy and happy.
Yeah.
It's a whole different creature almost. It was great. That was fun. Yep.
Terrific stuff. And as always, Don Treeger, Dave Roback, great to have you with us. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks, Jim. Don't forget, buy a newspaper.